handsome hubby and best friend. Together we have 4 boys, including 2 teenagers, a toddler, and an infant. Our lives have been difficult from the get-go, from facing teen parenting to getting married at 18. But we are proud to say that we beat the odds that were stacked against us. It wasn't ever easy, but 16 years later, our marriage is the best it's ever been. Follow me on this journey as I share with you the ups and downs of my life as a mommy and a wife. Okay guys, I always start off with a little bit of moisturizer for my face. This one has a little bit of retinol and vitamin A for anti-aging. Then I also use a Simply Ageless Anti-Aging Foundation Primer by CoverGirl. And these ones seem to work good together. I let them dry on my face. And then next I am going to use a cheap little black eyeliner made by Bitsy, and it's got a touch of glitter in it. And this one was pretty cheap, I'm sure. I only paid like $2 for this. And then the cutest thing ever, I'm using a little baby beauty blender to hold my eye down so I can apply it to my waterline. Oh, how cute! I love it. Okay, so I'm going to gently pull my eye down and apply this black eyeliner to my waterline. Okay, so next I'm using the Bitsy eyeshadow. It's white shimmer, another cheap little brand, but as long as you have a white shimmer, it will do the same thing. I'm using a tiny little brush to put in the corners of my eyes, which will help them pop. And it will also disguise some of that darkness that you tend to get in the corner of your eyes. Okay, next I'm using just a little fluffy brush for applying some eyeshadow. And we're going to use the 252 Ultimate Eyeshadow Palette. And I'm going to look at my greens, my nice hunter greens. And I'm going to start off with a light hunter green color for the bottom of my lid. And I'm going to choose this one right here. Okay, so I'm blending in a circular motion. And then I'm swiping back and forth and then blending in a circular in rotation. There we go, that's what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to get a clean paper towel to wipe off the excess eyeshadow and move on to the color that I'm going to put in my crease, which is a deep hunter green shimmer. I'm going to be choosing this one right here. And as long as you have similar colors, it's going to do pretty much the same thing. But you do want to use several different colors to kind of bring out the different dimensions, and everyone has a little bit of a different green eye or hazel eye, but these colors will help your hazel or green eyes pop. Okay, so I'm blending into my crease in a circular and back and forth motion. And I'm just going to keep blending until I see that it looks as I would like it to. Okay, so now I'm going to be choosing a color to kind of blend on the outer edges of my eye, to kind of blend both colors together. I'm going to use the middle here, which is a like flat green, hunter green as well. And I'm going to go ahead and blend the two colors together, starting with my crease, going into the bottom outer edge only. So I'm blending them together, starting in the crease and then working my way to the bottom. They're like so, in circular motion. So once everything looks blended, I can move on. Okay, so I'm taking a nice puffy little powder brush. It's, I think, let's see, it's made by Best Taupe. I don't know if that's how you say it, but you just need a fluffy little eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to blend everything once more on the top so everything looks nice and blended. And I'm just doing the top parts a little bit over my crease, just to kind of clean up a little bit. Okay, so next I'm taking a BB cream. It's, let's see, it's a matte BB cream. I have combination skin, so I'm going to choose the Rimmel London BB cream. That's matte. It's 9-in-1 Skin Perfecting, and I'm going to mix it with a little bit of my Born This Way Too Faced. So this one has, it's just more, gives more of an oily look. So if I blend that in with this matte BB cream, then it's going to be the perfect combination for my skin, which is both dry and oily. So I'm just dabbing it all over my face. And a little bit goes a long way, so you won't need a lot. So I'm dabbing it all over, and then as I start to blend, I'm going to dab it quickly, and I'm going to just press it into the skin, and that helps conceal the pores that you get as you start to get older. So this is a great technique for anyone really, but it is best to do this technique for sure as you're getting older, in your 30s, 40s, 50s, because you are trying to conceal those pores that tend to enlarge. Okay, next I'm going to be taking my Age Rewinds concealer for the underneath my eyes. I'm going to be making a swift back and forth motion and creating a triangular, upside down triangular shape. And this one is great for under the eyes because of the consistency. It's nice and liquidy and does not make it look cakey or show little creases. This next one is the NYX HD Concealer in Porcelain. You'd love this one for just blemishes or any little red spots that you see, or pigmentation coverage. This one works great for all of that stuff. So I'm going to blend in my little areas where I see veins or imperfections or red spots using this NYX concealer. And there's my baby blender. Okay, so I'm blending underneath the eyes. This baby blender works great for under the eyes. Okay, everything looks blended and it's not too much of a heavy coverage. I'm going to move on to the Airspun powder to set my face. So Airspun Loose Face Powder. Okay, so this one is translucent extra coverage 070-41 to be exact. I'm using a nice big fluffy brush, and I'm also pressing the powder into my skin like so. So this powder is great for setting your foundation, and while it's extra coverage and it covers everything, it's very light. Okay, so now that that is all blended, I'm going to go ahead with a blush highlighter. This one is actually the Revolution Baked Blusher. And it's a beautiful pink shimmer. So I'm going to put that on the apples of my cheeks. Okay, so now I'm taking some of that white Bitsy shimmer, and I'm going to just go underneath my eyebrows just to kind of highlight underneath. And I'm going to take this awesome Brow Drama by Maybelline. This one is in deep brown, and it's a sculpting brow mascara. So for just a quick and easy definition of the eyebrows, this works great, and it doesn't take a lot of time like the other liquid or drawing on techniques. This is just going to brush through your eyebrows and give it a nice defined look. So if you're going to use this technique, you are going to have some eyebrows. Otherwise you'll need a little bit more in order to fill in. Mine are already there, they just need defined and darkened a little bit. So next I am using this blending brush that goes up, kind of points in a tip there. And this is for contour and highlight. Okay, so I'm using my NYX palette. It is Highlight and Contour Pro palette. I'm using this color right here. It's just a light brown, and I'm going to put it in all the areas that I would like to look smaller. I'm creating pretty much a shadow here on the top of my forehead, which is going to give the illusion that my forehead is much smaller. So I'm just blending like so. Okay, so I'm happy with this, so now I'm going to move on. I'm going to go into the little creases of my cheek, right over my ear and down to the corners of my mouth. I'm blending up and down until everything looks nice and blended, and this is also right below where I applied that shimmer. So this is going to give that nice defined look in the cheeks. It's going to make your face look skinnier. Okay, now I'm going to give the illusion that I have no double chin. Now I'm using a smaller version of the brush that I just used. It goes up to a point, as you can see. And I'm going to slim down my nose using the same light brown. I'm starting at the top of the bridge of my nose, going down on each side. Just kind of follow it down as it naturally goes. Okay, so I created these two lines here. And now I'm going to blend that out in an upward motion using my big fluffy blending brush for highlight and contour. Blending upward. Okay, so now it's going to give it a nice soft look. So now that I have all the shadows, as I call them, where I want it, I'm going to use these two. It's a flat and a shimmer highlight. Mix them together, and I'm going to go over the areas that I want to pop. So underneath where I made the lines, right underneath like so, and then right a little bit on the chin, and then in between where I made those two lines on my nose. I'm going to go to my Cupid's bow and I'm going to make a little bit of a shimmer highlight in between, and then I'm going to make a definition on each side with a little bit of the darker powder. Go ahead and put that on the outer parts of my Cupid's bow. Okay, so moving on, we are going to end this with a lovely lip sense. And this lip sense color is in beige champagne. It's a wonderful everyday color that goes with everything. It's nice and soft and beautiful. Remember, 3 layers of lip sense. Let each layer dry. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and seal the lip sense color with a lovely pearl gloss. And we will be finishing up this look. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys.